Hello, welcome to Just One Look, and today having a look at Xcom 2. So I'm going to do two parts to this. The first one's going to be on the base, and the second one's going to be about the actual turn-based missions. So basically in this game you are fighting a guerrilla war against the aliens who have taken over the Earth, and you've got to beat them before they can destroy the human race. So you can see there I used a cheat to create an Xcom hero, which I haven't used, I just wanted to see what happens. Now it does say achievements will be disabled, but I don't think they have, and perhaps it's because I haven't actually used it in combat. But anyway, so here we are on our base, which is actually a ship. So we'll go to the bridge first. So this is basically your campaign map. So you can see here the Avatar project. This is what you have to prevent getting to there by performing different missions.
Commander, the aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project. If we're going to slow them down, we'll need to...
So I just did a mission that reduced it by 1 and they just increased it back by 1. Now I did have it
Priority message coming through, Commander. Putting
nearly,
it on screen now.
with them nearly having completed it, but I did several missions and knocked it all the way back down. So you can, if it gets high, don't worry, just keep doing the missions you need to do.
You have made considerable progress against the aliens over the past month, Commander. I hope that your ongoing efforts will only lead...
So this is the only member left of the old council who appears to be helping you. So you have these dark events every month. So you have supplies, which is pretty much like in the last games, and you also have intel, which is another type of supplies, and basically this is used for various things, buying things on the black market, or you can do things like reveal this hidden event. So that's Advent alloy padding, invests in armour to improve some of their soldiers, which is pretty nasty. So these are the ones that are to do with improving their Avatar project and making the bars go up, so you want to stop those as well. So you can do missions generally to stop one of these a month. Now here, retaliation strike. This is a particular type of mission against the other sort of guerrilla colonies. So you have to do those. I'm not sure what happens if you don't do them, because I've always done them. And so you get your supplies from these colonies, and they drop them and you have to go and investigate them. So we'll go and investigate, and that just means flying over here on our campaign map and go into sort of the area colony. I don't know what to call them. Let's have a look so I can get a better word. So you make contact with these, and to make contact you need resistance comms, which you need to build, and the more you build the more contacts you can make. So you can see I'm at 11 of 11, so I need to build more resistance comms. So when you get these supply drops, they come down here, so you can go to the black market, which is sort of a on lot you get, and I've only got this supply drop, so 760 supplies, that's pretty good. Over on this side you have available missions. In this case that one isn't available because I haven't made contact with Australia, because I need more contacts here. So basically you get things by scanning like this, and then events will pop up. Okay, so we fly back to Resistance HQ, and when we scan there we can collect intelligence, or we can sometimes recruit new staff, or instead of collecting the I think intelligence is the normal, intel is the normal scanning bonus. You can change it occasionally by buying this for a month, I think. No, it can only be modified once per month, so you can increase construction or medical assistance. And sometimes you get scientists and engineers, or sometimes like here, soldiers. So I don't really want any of those. Rapid construction will be handy at the minute. You can also see I've got 8 engineers and 7 scientists. Engineers are really, really important. Now I've got 7 scientists and I have run out of things to research at this point, I think. Let's have a look in a second. So when you make contact with an area, colony, or whatever you want to call it. You can then see if you build a tower there to increase the amount of supplies you get dropped. So I think I built towers everywhere. Oh no, not here I don't think. So I can install a radio relay and I'll get more supplies once it's done from them. So this is the Avatar project you're trying to stop, so we can't get to there at the minute. And this is the next critical mission I've got to do, so I need to make more resistance comms so I can make contact with this area, and then I can do that mission, which is important. It will knock these bars down again, probably another couple. So you can see the dark events active at the minute is Viper rounds, and that is the Advent, who is your sort of the main army you're fighting. They're sort of hybrids of human and alien. They incorporate Viper poison into their weaponry, giving some Advent soldiers poisonous rounds for a month. So that's not very nice, but it's not too bad as they go. So you have to generally choose between 3 missions to stop one of the dark events. Obviously I didn't do that one. So let's go back to our base. So there's quite a lot here, a bit more than last time. So you've got living quarters, research, engineering, and then you've got these ones which start off like this. You need to excavate them with engineers, so that takes engineers. All these filled in things are engineers I've got doing things as well, so you need quite a few. So I've got 2 engineers here clearing this debris so I can build something there. So let's go, we've got a power relay. So you can see here in these slots that increase the amount of power outputted. I've got gremlins. Now you get gremlins from building a workshop. Let's just ignore him for the minute. And then for every staff member as well you can get more gremlins. Now you can get upgrades for some of these. So I've got an additional workbench, which is this. So I get another, if I put another staff member, another engineer in here, I get 2 more staff in gremlins. So basically 2 for 1. So that's done, but needs more upkeep, of course. So because this is all staffed up by gremlins, I get an extra 10 power. And I've got all the upgrades, I think. Yep. So that upgrade adds an additional workstation, which is there, and this one increases the power output. Now for a lot of this stuff, a lot of upgrades in the game, you need, no, let's go back, Illyrium cores. I think they're called, that's alloys. Let's just have a look.
Hey Commander.
Let's build items. No, it's not that. It's 4. No, can't see. Anyway, for a lot of building stuff you need these cores, which you can get as drops from the enemies at the end of a mission. So I've run out at the minute. But anyway, power relay, proving ground. So this is sort of like an engineering research. So you can put projects in. Here we are, Illyrium core, so I can't do anything. Now I think, these are things you've already researched and can make, but you can make them better. I'm not too sure actually, but I'll just do it. Because I know I've got exosuits and spider suits. I think it just basically increases the effectiveness of a lot of things. And that again needs an engineer, which is your default engineer normally here. So everybody's busy.
Commander.
So we've got the resistance comms. So the more resistance comms you've got, the more contacts you can make. So I've got the upgrades for this extra bench. Additional comm station, which is another one of these. Unfortunately it's not enough at the minute, so I'm going to have to build another one. So we've got the workshop, we've got the Advanced Warfare Centre. So again, we've got these 2 workstations, no upgrades. well, that's not really a workstation, but it allows you to retrain soldier abilities. Don't need to do that. Then we've got the workshop gremlin here, which increases your healing rate, which is very handy because when they get injured it takes a long time for them to get back. So you can see this chap here is being healed. And then we've got the shadow chamber, which is sort of a special research project place which you need to do sort of the storyline research. So I need now to research the psionic gate. Unfortunately I haven't got enough power, which is very annoying. And then we've got the guerrilla tactics school, which I didn't get as soon as I could. So with this you can increase your, using this new combat tactics, you can increase your squad size. Then you have various other things here. So I've got lightning strike. Units gain free mobility for the first 2 turns of battle. Specialists call under pressure, gain +10 aim, etc. Bigger explosives can inflict critical damage with that one, etc. Increase XP from kills. So it's very handy, particularly for increasing squad size. Now the trouble is, in this game, there's a lot of timers. And because I didn't upgrade my squad size and only had 4, it became very difficult to kill things quick enough. And basically the only way to complete a mission would be to just let people get hurt and just run for the extraction point. So it's quite annoying. But anyway, now I've got 6 in my squad, it's a bit easier. So we've got a defense matrix here. So when you're flying around in your ship on the map, you can be intercepted by the aliens and they'll shoot you down, and you have to defend the Avenger while it gets repaired. And the defense matrix, though I haven't used it yet in a mission, gives you, I think, some turrets to control, which is nice, and that mission is pretty horrible. So I got a bit stuck on mine and ended up killing over 60 aliens compared to normally perhaps 10 is sort of an average number in a mission. And that's that. So we've got the normal things here, research, change research. So you can see I've only got 1 thing left with my 7 scientists. So I'd definitely go for engineers if you have a choice rather than scientists. So we've got inventory, we've got build items.
What can I do for you, Commander?
So I want that beam cannon, which is the grenadier weapon. Got Hell Weave, which I can build. All very nice. Completed projects. Armory, where we've got our memorial, which is empty on mine, because I'm quite fussy and I don't like losing people, so I do replay saves. So they're just from the opening mission, which you can't actually do anything about. So armory, so it's very handy, you can get to the guerrilla tactics and things from here rather than going to the ship view. So we've got recruit, which I don't need to do, I've got plenty of soldiers, a few of my soldiers. So we've got rangers, which is a shotgun sword close quarters fighter. So we've got Sid Meier here, so if you enter that name into the maker, you'll get this fully upgraded character. There's a few others as well. So I haven't actually used it. So we've got Specialist, who is sort of, could be a healer, or he can do electronic stuff to hack. Then we've got the Sharpshooter, which is obviously what you'd expect, although it can use pistols, and you can sort of spec a pistol spec, which is actually quite good. And then we've got the Grenadier, who has a grenade launcher, etc. And then you've just got your rookies, who haven't been trained in anything. So he's currently in training in, where did they do that? Yeah, Advanced Warfare. Nope, it's in the Guerrilla Tactics School. So we've got Bruce Lee training up to be a sharpshooter, as I've only got 2. Then Command, Archives, Objectives, Avenger Report. And the Shadow Chamber. So these are basically the main story missions and the things you collect, and then you have to research in the Shadow Project. And that's basically that, I think. You can also build the Psi lab to make Psi soldiers, which I need to do probably my next thing. And I think that's it. So if you build things on this exposed power coil, it doesn't take any power, so that's quite handy. But I think that's all the things you can build pretty much. So I need more power, more comms, and the Psi lab, which is going to be all I need. And that's... Am I pretty much done? I think I am. So I think I'm getting near the end. But so let's go back up to here. So we've got build faster if I scan here. So let's do that. So we've got a supply raid. Operation Ghostwalker. Raid the Advent troop transport. Launch mission. So you can see here the Shadow Chamber has also detected what enemies there are, so that's pretty nasty. Then we can launch mission. You can ignore them, but I never have, and I don't think it's probably not a good idea, but I don't know exactly what happens if you don't for these missions. Obviously if you don't do the Dark Project missions, that Dark Project will happen and you'll get bad things. And so here we've got our troop select screen before the mission. So I've got a mimic beacon here, which is very, very handy at times. It could be a lifesaver. So you just throw that down and it makes a projection of a soldier. So basically you want to throw it near the enemy so they target it. So when you've got something that can almost kill your soldiers in one hit, and you want to kill it quick, you want to throw that down, get to fire at it so you can kill it. It gives you a bit of breathing space. So we've got plasma grenades, which are probably about the best all-round ones. Now, acid grenades are also quite good, but they do linger in the area, I mean you can't pass through them without taking damage. Likewise incendiaries and probably gas. So I like plasma. So I've got... Let's upgrade my nano weave, which gives me a bit more HP and restores 2 HP a turn up to I think 6 maybe. For hell weave, which causes direct damage to melee attackers and has a chance to set them aflame. It also gives a health bonus. So she's got a plasma rifle at the minute because it's better than... Oh no, we upgraded to a storm gun, which I think... It's the third upgrade of the shotgun, so she can have that. And you can have grenade in that slot, but you have to have something else in here. It's like a med kit, a battle scanner which shows you where the enemies are when you throw it, venom rounds, I'm not sure they're that much use. Stasis vest, oh that's the one that increases soldier health by 2 and provides 2 HP regeneration, up to 8. So that's the range of the close quarters. So we've got 2 sharp shooters with plasma lances, basically sniper rifles. He's got tracer bullets, which increases your aim. Then we've got specialist, he's just got a normal plasma rifle, and he's got the gremlin which heals and hacks. We've got another specialist over here. I think this one's a hacker one, and this one's a healing one. So we don't want Sid Meier. Let's remove him. And we need a grenadier. So my main one, who's colonel, which is the highest rank, is lightly wounded, which is annoying. One day. So I've got a couple more. So they can... Just going to have a look. Have an extra slot for another grenade. Then they've got their utility slot. So let's give her Hal Weave as well. She can go in close with our ranger, I think. And of course she has the grenade launcher or equivalent. In this case, a beam cannon. Oh, there's the grenade launcher as well. Yes, of course. So, and that takes the place of the big machine gun they get earlier on. So I've got Predator armor. You can also get combat sims, which increase your stats. So these are drops, and also weapon upgrades again, which are drops in the missions. So you can see I've got an autoloader. First reloading the mission does not cost an action, and an expanded magazine, which pretty much does what it says. And these are her abilities. So she's got suppression, hollow targeting, volatile mix, all very nice. So the top tier ability when you get to Colonel is very powerful. So let's have a look at Colonel Hayek's. So she has Serial, the powerful chain shot ability. For every kill made with your sniper rifle, your actions will be refunded. So you can basically just keep killing people, one after the other. If you kill them, you can have another shot. So I probably want upgraded ammo if I could, but you might not be able to. Some things can't be used on some weapons. So I've got a superior repeater, 15% chance to instantly kill your target, whatever, which is very nice. And hair trigger, 5% chance that a shot will not cost an action. And that's the combat sim, so she's got +1 mobility. Seem to be quite rare. You can buy them at the black market though. So she's very powerful. Misses amazing amounts of the time. So let's go back to here. And last thing, so when you contact an area, they have bonuses, some of them anyway. So I've got lock and load, personal combat sims and weapon upgrades may be reused. So that's a very handy bonus you can get. And there's various other ones. So you want to keep an eye on those. So I've got idle staff at the proving ground because I've got no Illyrium cores. But anyway, I think that's about it for here. I don't think there's a lot else to talk about. Just the actual missions. So bye bye for now, and I'll see you again in XCOM 2 next time.